Welcome back, guys. Yeah, sorry, we're going to start off by running straight away in this video. So, secluded cell in Stormveil Castle. That's where we warped to at the end of the last one. We're going to head southwest. And at the very end here, just come till you head in a sort of forward direction. And you'll come across a lot of warrior jar enemies. Amongst these are going to be 2 items, and each one's going to be a cracked pot times 1. So, grab both of these. You got one there, and you got one in the other corner. So once you grab them, that's all you want. Crack pot times 1, but there's 2 of them, so you actually get 2 of them there. Come back to Site of Grace, and then we're going to warp to the next bit we're going to do. What we'll be doing will actually be warping to the Weeping Peninsula. We want another crack pot. Now we've got a bit of money to splash around. Yeah, so come over here to Castle Morn Rampart in Weeping Peninsula, and once you spawn in, we're going to come and talk to a nomadic merchant nearby, and we're going to buy the cracked pot from him for 600 runes. And by the time we've done this, we should have 6 cracked pots now. Yeah, we bought 3 from Merchant Kale back in Church of Ella. We just got 2 from that Stormveil Castle, and we just brought 1 from there. And after you got that, we're going to warp to the Cuckoo Grey Site. The Church of the Cuckoo Grey Site. You'll be losing all your runes shortly, by the way. So if you've got any runes you want to spend, go and spend them now. And I didn't really touch on it much in the end of the last video. But yeah, when it comes to 11, if you do want a power level, yeah, just watch where I'm putting. I'm going to put some beacons down now. So we're going to come down there to roughly about here. There's going to be a ledge we're going to drop off. And that second beacon is going to be an armor set. I'm not quite going to be able to equip it yet because my endurance ain't high enough. It'll probably make me heavy roll. But once you've got into higher equipment load, you could equip that and give you just a bit better defense. And then that third one's going to be a grey site, and I'm going to backtrack a little bit to like a large rotating platforms. And I'm going to use that to the bottom. But you'll see when we get there. Yeah, when it comes to leveling, if you want a power level, I'm not, because I'm just going to try and go with what I can for now without farming. Yeah, if you do want a power level, because our build at the moment is sort of intelligence based, you want to build up your intelligence, and outside of that you want to build up your vigor, your endurance, and some of your mind to give you more FP. Vigor for almost every build, you need to level vigor, and then endurance and mind is sort of dependent. But yeah, drop down there, get a Carrier Knight armor set, guys, and like I say, if you've got high endurance, you could equip that as long as it's not going to overload you, but at the moment I don't really have, so I'm going to save it for later. So nice good armor set you can find nice and easy just by some loot you near enough have to walk by anyway. Yeah, so if you want to level up, guys, intelligence, vigor, endurance, and mind. Intelligence, yeah, we'll jump onto these platforms now. Intelligence, you want to get to about 60, maybe a little bit more, but about 60 is okay. And vigor probably wants to be around 40-ish, or 30 to 40, and that's the same for mind. Well, mind you could probably do with about 30 minds, but later on you'll probably need about 150 mind later to spawn another elite Ash. But get this grey site, guys, and once you're at this grey site, now before you do these next steps, make sure you've got the Rotten Breath spell memorized, and that's all you need really. But you can unequip everything else, but probably just lob rocks thing there just in case. Yeah, because shortly we're not going to be able to come back here and visit a grey site for quite a while. So yeah, make sure you do everything now that you want to do, because there's going to be a boss next, and pretty much you're going to have to fight a boss before you can come to a grey site again. There is another grey site, but I'm not going in that direction. The way I'm doing it, you're not going to be able to access a grey site until you kill a boss. So make sure you've added any extra charges to your flasks. You've increased what they replenish. If you've got any extra sacred tears, like I say, make sure you've got Rotten Breath memorized. Very important, because we're going to use that coming up to kill this boss. And sleep pots, make sure you've got 6 of these crafted. Yeah, we have picked up Trinus Lily and mushrooms throughout this guide, so as long as you haven't used them, you should have enough to craft them. Yeah, craft all that you can. You can only craft as much as the amount of cracked pots you have, which we should have 6 So craft 6 sleep pots, guys. And once you've done all that, you should be ready to go. Come and jump onto this rotating platform again. Ride it all the way over to the top. When you get to the top, sprint over to the other side, otherwise you'll fall too far and it'll kill you. And then once you're going down, stand on the edge, and eventually when it turns again at the bottom, you'll drop off and you'll be at the very bottom. There'll be an Iron Maiden down here. Make sure you stand on the end of this little platform. If you stand on the on the inner part of it, near the frame, normally you'll drop too far and it can kill you. So yeah, make sure you're standing near the edge. There's going to be an enemy down here, and we need to let them kill you by grabbing you. What they do, they will do attacks with their blades, but you want them to grab you. There'll be little hands that will come outside its stomach. You want them to grab you, and it will eat you, and then it needs to kill you while you're inside it. So that's it. That's the move you want. So if it's attacking you with its blades, block or dodge out of the way. And then when it's going to grab you, let it grab you and let it munch on you and eat you. You'll disappear into its bowels. Yeah, and that'll warp you to Volcano Manor. And at this point, you're not going to be able to leave Volcano Manor until you get to Site of Grace, guys. This is what I mean. You cannot do anything now until you get to Site of Grace. And follow my leads. There is a Site of Grace, but it's a completely different direction to where we're going to be going. So we're going straight to the boss pretty much. I'm going to get a few items on the way. So that's where we are. And we're going to head sort of southeast from here along the lava. Remember, lava doesn't do too much damage. We're going to head to about there. And that's where we're going to drop down to the southwest. Yeah, going to drop down off a cliff there. It looks like it's too high, but it's not. You can survive it. And we're going to drop down there. We're going to make our way west over to here. There's going to be a fountain here. And it's going to be a golden rune 9 on the fountain, I think it is. And then south from the fountain, I'm going to go around the back of this building, get on the roof, and then on top of there, it's going to be a somber smithing stone. They're going to drop off that roof to the north, then head east, up some steps, onto an upper ledge above. There'll be an enemy up there, and a load of sort of machinery, sort of like cell machinery, and there'll be like a cell type elevator. You ride that up, take you to an upper ledge, and then where I've put that 4th beacon down will be a somber smithing stone 5. And then we're going to come over here. There's going to be a big gap, but it's going to be a lever you can press to activate a bridge, and that's where I've just put beacon number 5. But by the time you get there, there'll be an enemy chasing you. So what we do when we get to the bridge where the lever is, we'll quit and reload to aggro the enemy, and then we can get ready for the boss fight. When you're going, yeah, here, drop down. It looks like it'll kill you, but you can just make it, and then quickly make sure you got Bloodhound Step ready and dash over here. I didn't mention Bloodhound Step earlier because you should always have Bloodhound Step on the weapon now as default, by default. Ready? Yeah, so just heading west, and you see that fountain? There's that golden rune 9. Grab it. And then head south around the back of this building. You're going to go up the roof via the slope at the back and get the somber smithing stone from the top. Yeah, that one there. Somber smithing stone and number 6. After you've got that, drop off the building to the north and then head east. You find some steps, follow them up. Now be careful here. There's a serpent enemy, and if he's close he can kill you quickly if you're not careful. So I'm just going to see where he is. There he is. So I've got time. Come into this elevator, turn around and block. So if he does attack you, it's not going to kill you or knock you off. Yeah, come all the way to the top. And then once at the top, we're going to run around to the sort of southeast side of this upper ledge. And see that corpse hanging over the broken part of the floor. Loot it. It's going to be somber smithing stone 5. We'll actually be maxing upgrading a weapon in this video as well. Yeah, now we're going to continue northwest. See them steps, that enemy up there? He's one that will be chasing you. So I was going to try and lure him away, or just dodge past him with Bloodhound Step like that. Now this cathedral, do not enter it yet because it will trigger a boss fight. Just come past it, down here, we'll put our last beacon down, and there's the lever. So at this point, we're just going to quickly quit and then reload, and that will reset that enemy that's running after us. When you respawn back in, we're going to push that lever to activate a bridge. And then we're going to prep ourselves ready for this boss fight. So this boss fight gets a little bit technical, because at this point in the game, if you've not leveled like me, if you're similar level to me, you should not... The thing is, you should not be lower than me at all. If anything, you'll be higher. So this boss should be at least this level of difficulty that it is for me, it is for you. If not, it should be easier. But yeah, we'll push this lever to activate the bridge. And for this boss, we want to make sure we've got sleep pots quick slotted. You're going to need them soon. Yeah, sleep pots. Make sure obviously you've got your talisman and your weapon with Bloodhound Step. And you want to have Lethal Headless ready to summon. Now, if you haven't done so, you wouldn't have, because I haven't advised you to do it. Yeah, if you die during this, you're going to lose all them sleep pots, and you're not going to have the means to get them back. So, what you want to do before you carry on, you want to back up your save now, just in case, guys. Yeah, go into your system settings, application save data, and back up your save. If you're on PS4, you can do it to USB, but if not, you need PS Plus, and you can back up to the cloud. Yeah, so whatever you do this now. Just come back out, close the game, back up your save, and then if you mess this bit up, you can just reload it, because otherwise you're going to lose all them sleep pots, and if you die too many times, eventually you're going to have no sleep pots left. Alright, so we come in here first, just follow my lead and I'll try to walk you through it. This boss will spawn. What we're going to do first is summon the Ashes, Luto the Headless, and we're just going to leave them two to fight. Luto won't do too much damage, so like I say, this boss at my level, he's quite a bit stronger than me. We'll just let him wait till he dies, and he should take probably about 1/8 of his HP off him at this level. I am. Yeah, but just be careful. He will, as long as Luto keeps attacking him, he should aggro to him. But sometimes he may aggro to you if you get too close. So yeah, just keep your distance. Watch your Ash's health. When his HP starts getting low, be ready with your sleep pot. Yeah, so he's going for me again. Yeah, and always have your Bloodhound Step weapon ready, so if he gets close you can just dash away. Yeah, so get ready with your sleep pot, because as soon as he dies you want to lob a sleep pot at him. Now if he's too mobile, because the sleep pot, it doesn't trigger straight away, sometimes they have to stand in the mist for a few seconds for it to fully trigger, and once it has triggered there'll be like an aura, vertical aura on the enemy, and once they've stopped any attacks they're doing, they'll fall asleep. So he's died. I'm going to quickly lob that sleep pot. Hopefully he stays in the mist. There he is. He's fell asleep. We'll finish his attack first. That's already in progress. Now once he falls asleep, they fall asleep for about 60 seconds, and this doesn't work on every boss, by the way. Most of them are immune, but this boss, it works pretty well. Yeah, we're going to get Rotten Breath ready. Make sure you got full FP gauge, and hold the button down. So it's a charge attack. Hold it down, and that should inflict rot. You can see his HP is still going down, and that should take down half his health. And then once you can, lob another sleep pot at him, put him back to sleep, and now just wait for that to damage him. Just wait until it wears off or he wakes up, whichever is first. If he wakes up, lob a sleep pot at him to knock him back asleep, or if rot wears off before he wakes up, then cast it again and then put him to sleep again. That's pretty much all you're going to keep doing. Keep him asleep, and whenever Rotten Breath wears off, cast it again, but only cast it when he's asleep, otherwise you're likely going to get attacked. And when he is attacking you, if you don't quite get a chance to lob a sleep pot down, so he's too busy attacking, use Bloodhound Step to get away. Some of his attacks have quite a long reach on him, so don't think you're a safe distance away. He can lunge quite far, so yeah, get a good distance away, and obviously lob a sleep pot down when it's safe to do so. And yeah, pretty much just waiting. He'll probably get up in a second. Like I say, it takes about a minute for it to wear off. Look how much that rot damage does to him. Rot is really good in this game. Yeah, so he's woken up. Going to lob another sleep pot down. There we go, straight back asleep. Now rot is probably going to wear off in a second. Like I say, it will normally take about 50% of their HP down, off their full HP bar. So I think it's about there. It's worn off, so I'm going to cast it one more time, and this will actually kill him now, but I just need to keep him asleep, so I'm going to cast that. Lob another sleep pot down, and this one, it wasn't actually enough to put him to sleep, and I almost died there. Yes, this is why you need to make sure you got Bloodhound Step ready, and always keep your distance from him. Now I'm just going to get a good distance away, get ready to lob another sleep pot down. That last one I lobbed down didn't quite inflict enough sleep on him. Right, let's get ready. There we go, another sleep pot down. Right, And like I say, they'll always have to finish their current attack before the effect will trigger. There it is, he's asleep. So that's it, he's dead. That's a nice, easy way to defeat him. You don't even have to attack really, just use Rotten Breath. The reason you had Lutel attack him to begin with is because normally Rotten Breath will normally just wear off when he's got a tiny bit of health left. So that's why we've got our Ashes, just to knock his HP down just a little bit. That's it. Once you killed him, quickly equip the Gold Scarab so you get the extra runes. I had it equipped already, and you'll also get that trophy, Godskin Noble. Once you've done that, we're going to head up that platform to the distance. What's just came down. Yeah, Sight of Grace here now, so you can warp away now. Now you've got a Sight of Grace, you're free to warp away back to other areas. But we're not finished here yet. So what we're going to do first, I'm just going to level up to intelligence. I'm going to level up my intelligence a little bit. Once I get my intelligence to 30, I'm going to start raising my vigor. Just a little bit. I'm going to get my vigor to 20, and then I'm going to start raising intelligence again. But just because we may die here, I want to use that extra bunch of runes that I have, just so I don't lose them. Yes, I'm just going to use a few of my golden runes just to get enough, so that I've got enough to upgrade to my next level. Yeah, what we're doing next, we'll be going up that nearby elevator. We'll be getting a golden rune 9, and then making our way into the building, into the top parts of Volcano Manor. Right, there we go. Just put vigor up a little tiny bit more. I'm level 54. Like I say, you should be much higher level than me, especially if you did some farming back in Mogrim Palace. Yeah, so up here, don't go out that exit up ahead onto the balcony. Turn around and then follow this upper balcony around to the northwest, where you find a golden rune 9. There, grab that, and then head all the way back to where where we just came up on the elevator. And see that balcony just straight ahead now, that doorway. We're going to be heading out there. It's going to take us to an outside balcony. It looks like it's a dead end, but if you look down, there's a ledge below you can jump down to. Yeah, so just down here, make sure you jump down to the hard rocks, not into the lava. Yeah, so this is when putting beacons down. We're going to sort of come over here to the northeast, and then we're going to come back to the southwest when the path leads that way. We're going to come inside this little tower here. That's the first beacon. We'll have to jump into a window, then you come outside, go into that second tower. There's going to be a shortcut lift in there, which will lead us back down to that Grace Point Temple for Igle. We're going to come all the way here to the north. There's going to be a door there, where I just put a beacon down. And then we're going to go through that door, up the steps, and turn back on ourselves. Go above where we just came through a door, and it'll lead you to a stone sword imp. I'm going to put 2 swords in there, 2 stone sword keys. That'll lead us to another area, a darkened room below, which will lead us back to the Volcano Manor Grace Point from much earlier in the game. And then we can eventually come down here and get a Somber Smithing Stone 7, which will be the last one we need to fully upgrade our weapon. Right, so let's go. Jump down, head along here near the lava. Like I say, this is going to take you sort of northeast, up the rocks to top of Volcano Manor. And once you get to the top here, just turn back on yourself and you'll head back towards our first tower. We'll put our first beacon down. There's going to be one of them Iron Maiden enemies here. They do hit hard, and you've got to jump in the window. So try to wait until it's done its attack and then jump in the window, because I've been attacked while jumping through the window before. Yeah, come through here, open this cell door, continue northwest, dash past that serpent enemy because they can kill you pretty quick. Come through here and go into this room on the south. There'll be a shortcut elevator. Now be careful, because that enemy normally chases you through, and he almost kills me here. Yeah, but we did activate a shortcut elevator anyway, so it's not the end of the day if you die. You just go back to that shortcut elevator, take you back down to that Grace Point. Once you've done that, come here, head northwest along these corridors. All the way to the end, there'll be a small doorway we're going to head through, past these serpent enemies. And in here, there's going to be a locked, well, not locked door, but it's closed. We're going to push it open. We're going to take our time. We don't want to make any noise. stealth, the element of surprise. It's very important. Yeah, so up the steps, turn around on yourself, and you'll sort of be heading west. Come first doorway, and there is the imp fog. Use 2 stone sword keys on that. You should have all the stone sword keys I've collected. As long as you've not used them, which you shouldn't have if following me, you should have enough to unlock that. Unlock it, and then come in here. Now be very careful in here. You have to drop down carefully, because otherwise you'll die from fall damage. But when you get nearer to the western side, southwest side, an enemy is going to start lobbing magic at you. So just be ready with your shield to block if you have to. But if you're quick, you shouldn't get a chance to hit you. He'll fire, but he'll miss. Yeah, so drop down these cages. And then we get just over there, you can see the enemy just near that item on that ledge across. Drop down onto there, and then come over here, drop down. You can see his magic just went straight past me. Now once you get that bottom one, you should be able to drop all the way down without any, well, without dying. And then once you're at the very bottom, head northeast. And up here is going to be a shortcut door, which is going to unlock a doorway back to that Volcano Manor site of grace from much earlier. Remember when we spoke to Raya, and she teleported us here with the volcano invitation? Yes, my head is hollow. Yeah, that's it. We're back in Volcano Manor site of grace. That's a shortcut door. Yeah, once you've opened that, come back on yourself and head the opposite way now. Back to the darkened room. Just make sure you've got Bloodhound Step ready as always. Yeah, make your way through here, out this doorway at the far end on the southeast wall. And back outside. Now it's one of them Iron Maiden enemies. Let it come for you. Let it attack. Yeah, watch the enemy behind. Let it attack. And then come over here. There'll be a item just hanging over the ledge. Somber Smithing Stone 7. Make sure you grab that. Very nice piece of kit. If you do die there, you can just walk back to Volcano Manor. Now you've opened that shortcut door and come back that way. Now once you've done it, we're going to come along here now. This is where I am. We want to get one item here. We're not going to use this item yet, but it's going to come in handy later. So we're going to put beacon down roughly about there. We're going to pretty much go across rooftops. We're going to drop down in the middle to the north, where there's like a fire at ground level. But it's going to be a tough enemy down there. And make sure you got your pure blood knight's medal ready so you can warp away quickly. Yeah, come across rooftops, make your way sort of north into the middle. You'll see the fire. There it is down there. Drop down, and then once you drop down, quickly head east. So it's going to be a tough enemy. Head into the cell in the east corner and grab this item here. That's it. Once you've got that, quickly warp away. And if you're quick enough, yep, all good. Warp back here. This isn't where we want to go, but that's the only way to fast travel while in battle. Yeah, once you're here, just warp over to Roundtable Hold. Yeah, that's where we were, guys. That's where I got the item. Yeah, so Roundtable Hold. And we're going to fully upgrade our weapon now, and then we're all done. Now, when it comes to fully upgrading your weapon, I don't really use the main veil that much. I mean, if you don't want to go all the way, because the last material, Somber Ancient Dragon Smithing Stone, that's limited. Every other one, you can buy an unlimited amount via the bells, which you're going to be collecting throughout the guide. But the Ancient Smithing Stones, they're limited. So all they do, they just give you like an extra level. So you may want to save that for a better weapon later. So I'm putting it to plus 10 now, just for the purposes of the guide. But if you want to save it for later to get a weapon to plus 10, only put your weapon up to plus 9. And then don't worry, you'll get the trophy later on. But I do put it plus 10 now, just for purposes of the guide and the trophy. I had to use a rune there, just so I had enough runes to actually upgrade this. There we go, I got it to plus 10. And you'll get that trophy, Godslain Armament. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys, for the video. Yeah, we've got a farming spot. We've got a max upgraded weapon. So we're about ready to start making our way through a game, killing all the bosses. So yeah, these next videos should start making a lot of good progress in terms of bosses and whatnot. So going to warp to the schoolhouse classroom back in Liurnia West in the Raya Academy. Ready for the next videos, guys. Yeah, so we're all done, guys. Thanks for watching. Like I said, it's going to be a few days till I get the next video up. But once I start putting them up again, hopefully I'll get a good few up within that first day or so. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you on the next one.